Wasn't gonna just do this without the flash, but gotta do what I gotta do. Officially, I am Albert Torcaso, speaking to you from my home in Pittsburgh, PA. It's February the 27th, 2016. And it's roughly about 11:08 p.m. Hold on a minute. Okay, I was 1 minute wrong. It's 11:07. Yeah, I was pretty close. I have these shades on simply because my eyes bother me and I'm very in proximity to the light to be able to have some light on this video. I'm too close to it and it hurts my eyes. Now, the matter at hand is this. Hatred in this country, the United States of America, and around the globe, it's really growing. Hatred. Now, I can understand to a point what may be causing it, but it's no excuse. You see, one reason is, and I don't know how much thought you've given to this, but the reality is, what I'm about to tell you is absolutely true. The reality of it is that we are being pitted against each other. Every human being on this planet is being pitted against each other more than ever in the history of the earth. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, this is what I mean. The very extraordinarily wealthy people of the world, many of them are brainwashing, manipulating, and using propaganda to get the majority of the population to want to compete with each other for everything. And to really kind of illustrate what I'm saying, if we look at the history of this planet, and even now, today, we have been in perpetual war as human beings. But why have we been at war? It was either religious hatred, it was wanting to conquer other one's lands because that country did not have access to enough resources or just wanted more. It's still going on right now today. You know, we just had recently, not too long ago, about a year or two ago, Russia annexed part of the Ukraine. And so on and so forth around the globe. We have Sudan, we have southern Sudan, we have so many places. Some of it is religious hatred and genocide. Some of it is based on resources. Some of it's even, believe it or not, based on water rights and water resources. But the thing is, not every corporation on the planet is evil. As a matter of fact, there's a lot of good corporations. Not every wealthy person is only in it for themselves. As a matter of fact, there's a lot of good wealthy people. But we do have a certain number of those corporations globally, and of those super wealthy who are in it not only just for themselves, but are willing to do everything, including have wars that kill people, famine, and you name it. But let's come back to America for a minute. We even have political candidates such as @Donald Trump, @real Donald Trump, who is, well, let's be honest, he's filled with hatred. Donald Trump is the worst possible candidate for this nation to get in that White House. We must not let that happen. That's not partisan, but it is patriotic. You see, I don't want a person in the White House that has said terrible things about Mexicans and other immigrants. I don't want somebody that's saying that all Muslims are bad. I don't want a person who cuts down veterans like John McCain. I don't want a person that cuts down on women the way that he did and thinks they are so dang important they could even skip debates. Excuse me for 1 second. Hold on 1 second, excuse me. Oh, sorry, I couldn't help it. That's one of my songs. Hey, I had to get in there. So he cuts on women. He thinks he can just skip debates. And you know the scariest thing in America? It's not that Donald Trump may get the White House. That's pretty bad. That's up there as the top 3. But the number one thing that's the most frightening thing and terrible thing about America right now is the fact that there are so many people willing to vote for him. This man is arrogant. This man is possibly dangerously delusional. This man is bad for America. At Real Donald Trump. If you ever hear this, I would love to hear from you at 412-559-2731. I would love to hear your excuses for cutting down on so many people and insulting so many people of this nation, even disabled Americans. Now, the thing is, I said he could be one of the worst things for America. And I said what's even worse than that is that so many people are willing to vote for him. That's because one reason is the corporatocracies of the globe were being pitted against each other. White people against white people against every other pigmentation, black people against black people against every pigmentation, Asian people against Asian people against every pigmentation, Latinos, you name it, and Middle Eastern. We're becoming a globe of hatred. Now, I'll tell you what, I have some great news for you though. We don't need to go down this road. We could say in one glorious day in November, we could say goodbye, Donald Trump. Go back to your job or your career as a businessman who's had a lot of bankruptcies. We can legally, peacefully, and ethically say, bye, Donald Trump, you're fired. For once, Donald Trump, you're fired. Oh, Vince McMahon, you're fired. Yeah, throw it back at him. We don't need hatred, people. I'm not saying Vince McMahon is hatred, but he's got his issues. You, Donald Trump, at Real Donald Trump, you're dangerous to America. Ethically, peacefully, and legally, I will tell you the truth. You're dangerous because you have the arrogance to believe you have a right to do whatever the heck you want. And in some of your speeches where you said you'll do this with ISIS or whatever you'll do, or you'll just come in and go in there gung-ho. Donald Trump, you may not be aware of this, but there are weapons that can destroy every inch of this planet. Now, I don't like our enemies' actions either. But we cannot just go in there like the John Wayne mindset. No offense to John Wayne or his memory. We can't act like Rambo from the movie Rambo, the character from Rambo. Yeah, there's a part of me that wants to do that. Look, I'm Italian, dude. Of course there's a part of me that wants to kick his butt. Kick terrorism's butt. Please. But you have to have common sense, Donald, and any politician. You have 7 billion lives on this planet. Did you know that? 7 billion plus. And we are not servants of Donald Trump, ladies and gentlemen. Now, the rest of you, if any of you vote for Donald Trump, I don't want to hear one word about your future retirement. And if you lose your home to foreclosure, if we go back to the recession or worse, I don't want to hear another word from your mouth. I don't want to hear a word if you lose your job. I don't want to hear a word if your stocks go down the toilet. I don't want to hear, like I said, if you're in foreclosure. I don't want to hear if you lost your car or got repossessed. And I love you, spiritually. But if you're foolish enough to put us in that position, and then we all suffer, or a lot of us do, you who vote for him needs to shut up. Sorry, but that's the truth. Now, as for me, I won't be too pleased if I suffer the consequences for your actions. So I'll tell you what you're going to do. You're going to make sure Donald Trump does not win. That's right, at Real Donald Trump. I'm going to do everything I can to have you not win. You're dangerous for this nation. Your mindset is dangerous. Now, I actually like you to some degree Donald, but you lost all of my respect. I don't have any respect for you. There's a little bit left, and I might like you a little bit, but keep your mouth going, and they won't even be there. Keep your mouth going at real Donald Trump, and I won't even have that much respect for you. Hatred? Picking on John McCain? I don't even agree with John McCain politically most of the time. Probably any of the time. But you have the nerve to disparage and pick on a veteran? Donald Trump, do me a favor. Keep your mouth shut, okay? Because you are a big fool. At real Donald Trump. Really should be at idiot Donald Trump. Damn jackass.